I'm John.
And I'm Lisa.
And together we are Spinning Flames. Tonight we are talking about the band Coldplay.
Woo-hoo!
Their first two albums, the year 2000's debut album Parachutes, and we're going to follow that up with their sophomore effort, A Rush of Blood to the Head, that came out 2 years later and made them even bigger, put them on the map for good. So, Lisa, my darling, talk to me about what I think might be your favorite band.
Yes, Coldplay, I can say is probably my favorite band. It used to be like Bon Jovi from back in the day and Skid Row and all that, but Coldplay has taken and stolen my heart. And there's just so many songs on here that my kids grew up to, that I kind of grew up to with them, you know, like just near and dear to my heart. And the biggest surprise I had probably in my life was when you surprised me with Coldplay tickets. And I want to say it was our third date.
I think it was our third date.
I think it was our third date, or
it was like it was. Oh well, it was July 15th of last year. So July 15th, I believe it was our third, or at latest it was fourth date. But yeah, that was a pretty big surprise.
It was the biggest surprise I could. I have been wanting to see them in concert for so long. And so when you just sent me that screenshot of the tickets, and not only were they weren't even seats, it was front, what do you call it? Like general.
We were on the field.
On the floor.
We were on the field. Right there in the
and
like,
all these
front of the
were like
stage.
Bouncing everywhere, and it was just. We're going to upload some shorts and still shots of that concert for you guys to enjoy. And I did have a hat, but it was blue on my cheek today. I'm a little different, and John had all the different colors on his cheeks for the concert. And
the things you do for love, right? I definitely got a lot of crap from my friends dressed in all these multiple colors and having, face paint and oh my goodness. But the things you do for love, and what happened was, so the story goes, I found out how much Coldplay meant to her, and obviously being a huge music fan and music meaning so much to me, I knew that Coldplay, she treated it as like a cherished gift with a lot of memories with her kids and very specific memories. But also I noticed as I was kind of creeping back on her Facebook, by then it was okay because we were together, we were dating. I crept back a little bit in the timeline and I saw her mentioning, oh my God, I really want to go to this when it comes around. And I'm like, that's it. I'm looking into tickets and I don't care how much they cost. I'm bringing her. And when I realized that we could get on the field and get up nice and close, I was like, wow, this is going to be a nice surprise.
I've never been so close in my life to someone that I admired that much. It was amazing.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the concert for sure later on. But let's talk about their debut album. First, let's talk about who they are. Coldplay is, of course, who's the most famous person in the band Coldplay?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin on vocals and pianos. Yep. We've got Johnny Buckland on guitar, one of Chris Martin's best friends and the first person that he wrote songs with. We have Guy Berryman on bass, and we have Will Champion on drums. There is your band Coldplay. They formed in 1997 in university in London. And it wasn't until 2000 that their debut album came out. So this is our first time actually going over a band that did not come out in the 1900s with music.
Right. And the song that really made them famous from this was Yellow, which I'm sure most of you have heard of. It's an amazing song. It really took off in the US. But surprisingly, I mean, it's a great song, don't get me wrong, but I believe it was Don't Panic that took off in the UK, and that was their signature song?
I think it was...
Or was it Shiver?
It was Trouble, Shiver,
We're all
or
off.
Don't Panic. But it was not Yellow.
Forget the UK.
But it was not Yellow.
The US is what matters.
Yeah, and remember the video for Yellow? He's walking on the beach, and it's like very murky.
And it's windy and rainy.
And he's walking all slow, and he's got this smile on his face.
Well, does he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like...
just singing,
remember this?
Strolling.
It was like... and it was all yellow. And he's like just smiling and just kind of... And that's Chris Martin's personality. And he set the stage for his presence and his way of looking at life very early on. That no matter how gloomy things are, put a smile on your face, and get through. And that's something that I'd say that Chris Martin has really set the tone for colors in this band.
Yes.
It wouldn't.
Hence the colors.
Yes, hence the colors. This is us going back to the concert. We saw their Moon Music tour, right? So they've been doing the Moon Music tour for a little while now. I think they spread it across at least 2 or 3 years. And it's a zero carbon tour. They didn't want to tour again until they could figure out a way to do a zero carbon tour. Now, I don't believe that there's such thing as true zero carbon.
No.
But the
Close
fact
as they could get, probably.
Right, but the fact that they were able to do so much with the bracelets that you wore, the floor that you stomped on created energy. There were so many things that they put into conserving energy in this concert and tour that was amazing. But I'm getting away from the fact that we're focusing on the first 2 albums. The colors wouldn't come out until X and Y, their 3rd record. And then they would just get more and more colorful in not just their presentation, but their music as well. However, these albums, I would say, they've got a mix of the brighter songs and a mix of kind of the darker songs. Like, think about a song like Don't Panic. We Live in a Beautiful World is the chorus, but wouldn't you say the verses are a little bit downtrodden?
Yeah, a little bit.
Stone sinking like the... Like,
Yeah.
it's, you know?
Yeah.
And Shiver. Okay, so quick thing about Shiver here. Huge Jeff Buckley ripoff. Chris Martin admits that he ripped off Jeff Buckley writing that song. If you listen to the guitar chords and the way he plays it and the tempo, it's very much the song Grace off of Jeff Buckley's album Grace. And it's got a little bit of Last Goodbye in it. But I want to know what songs really hit you off this album besides Yellow. What would you say are some of your favorites?
Sparks.
Oh,
For sure, Sparks.
absolutely. Great
That is
song.
such a good song.
Yes.
It's so moving. It's so raw. And we have the best video that we are going to put in here for you all to see of when we were actually leaving. So we're at the concert. We're so close, but there were so many people. And we knew it was just going to be crazy getting out of there, right, in Foxborough. So John wanted us to take off a little bit earlier. And I think it was like right before this song Sparks came on. We didn't know it was going to come on. And so we're starting to walk out. We're beating the crowds. We're all excited. Yeah, we're going to be the first ones out of here. And then all of a sudden, Chris walks from the back to the front where we were
Goes out to the
walking
catwalk.
to leaving on the
Yep.
catwalk, gets in that little circle with a microphone, a guy playing piano, right?
Oh, so the whole band joined him.
The whole band.
The whole band
Okay.
just got in this little, like, so they had different
And-
stages in this concert. They had the main stage and they had other stages, but the catwalk was the furthest finger out towards where you would leave. And that's where they gathered and we were right there.
Like literally maybe 20 feet from
Yeah,
him
amazing.
for all of Sparks.
Yeah.
And I got my girls on FaceTime and FaceTime them. It was amazing. It was an amazing memory, an amazing moment. I'm just so glad and honored I got to see this band while they are still alive. Well, we're still alive. Everybody's alive. And, you know, because what were we talking about?
It was really a magical
Go to the
night.
concert. Just do it. Just take the train.
Take the Uber.
Take the Uber.
But we, I would say, I wasn't going to have us leave. I just want to clarify that. I'm one of these people that I want to get near the exit and hear that final song and get the heck out of there before things go crazy. Just who I am in my old age. But I will say that it just was great timing to be back there and then like, oh my God, here they come.
It was perfect.
And then they played 2 songs and Sparks was one of them. And Chris, that was the summer that he was in a relationship with Dakota Johnson and they broke up and you could tell he was really hurt and he had done some interviews during the time, but he added that, yes, I will. And, and
Really
the
loud
audience goes
and
crazy.
emotional.
I just got goosebumps on that one.
Yeah. It was
But
great.
he busted that out and you could tell he really felt it and it was just such a moment and we caught that on video. You know, and the thing is, it's something that I want to share with you, that we want to share with you. A song means something to you some point in your life. You've heard the song, it means something to you. And then all of a sudden, later in life, whether you have children or you go to the concert and the song is played in such a way that it means something to you again or means something to you deeper.
It changes, right? It changes what it means.
Yeah. And I don't think I ever really saw Sparks as just Sparks, a song that I happen to really like off of their debut album. This changed things for me. It's this memory. It's knowing that Chris was going through heartache and adding those lyrics real quickly to the song later in his life. So I'm sure the song changed for him as well. Put in the comments what songs, it doesn't even have to be Coldplay, a song that you liked or loved, but then it changed meaning because of some other incident in life. I can't wait for your 1 comment or 0 comments. But as we get an audience, hopefully the comments will add up.
Yes. Comment.
Please. Chris Martin, yourself, come on and comment.
Yeah, come on, Chris. All right, so let's try our first.
Let's try our first win.
Let's try our first.
So I will say our first is this one right here that we got at
What is this one, John?
Three Sisters in Cohasset, Massachusetts. It was that little general store that just opened a few months ago on Massachusetts South Shore, right down the road from us. And this is the one that in one of our shorts, we actually said we're probably going to buy this one and pick this one.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with this nice red pepper one. All right.
We didn't get plates for each of us.
We didn't get plates for each of us. So
we got our napkins.
Yeah,
though.
let's use a thick
Last
chunk
time
of the
we didn't
napkins.
have napkins, we had to lick our fingers, but now we have cute little napkins, but no plate.
So this is just, I don't need to look at the bottle or anything. Yep, it's just like a red pepper. You know when you take those hot cherry peppers and you squeeze out the seeds? That's basically what this is. I would consider this probably a mild one. Yes, mild. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Remember, we don't want to be chewing in the microphone too much.
You can't help it. The microphones are there. Well,
Sorry if we're chewing in your ear.
This is as mild as a sleeping child.
Good one.
What kind of laugh was that?
I don't know.
What do you think of this one? Is it good? You neighed? Is this a good one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like this could be just good on almost anything. Yeah. It's actually very vinegary. Mm-hmm. Not a complaint, but it's very vinegary.
It's tasty. I like it. Mm-hmm. Not a hot sauce. I mean, well, maybe a 1.
Tonight's a different night. It's a weird night for the hot sauces.
Yeah.
So
tonight we're just eating. We're hungry.
Mm-hmm. So, the album starts with Don't Panic, but then it ends with Everything's Not Lost, which is such a cheery and bright song. It's like they made their way up to a brightness. We'll make sure to get that off. Tide sticks. She's really upset. I think I might have slung.
This might be the last episode, folks.
I might have slung a piece of chicken shrapnel.
Watch your fingers over there.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, this is just such a great record. Parachutes, interesting song. I have to say, though, my favorite song on this album is Trouble. I absolutely love the song Trouble. Yes, absolutely.
Like Trouble.
So much so that I just said absolutely twice. So
I'm getting chicken on my ball.
What? Can you please show them what you mean? Thank you. Drive through.
Okay.
All right.
Next.
Next, I would say we got to change records here. All right, we're gonna take this one out. Great debut.
Does anyone have a clean hand?
They were compared to Radiohead when they first came out, and Radiohead did not like that at all. Tom York was very outspoken, but they all got over it.
I think Coldplay's better.
Yeah, they all got over it. Radiohead got over it. All right, so the second album.
This one's amazing.
Yep, absolutely cool album cover. I would have to say both of their album covers are make you think, right? They're those abstract album covers that make you think. They're just not too obvious.
Do you know how many years in between Parachutes and this one?
Yeah, just the 2 short years between both albums. They definitely kept momentum within their career. Mm-hmm. They were able to ride off the 3 singles or 4 singles off the first album for quite some time, and the videos that came with it, the tour that came with it. But didn't they have a hard time? Like they weren't sure where they were going to go, and there's like one song that kind of hooked them. One song is what was the bridge from one album to the next.
It was In My Place. And Chris was saying that this song just kind of evolved over time. It wasn't anything that just they came out with it, like Yellow was kind of came to his head and it became a song. In My Place was something that not all the band members agreed with. It was it needed some time to develop.
Yeah, it needed time to breathe.
Yeah. And then he also mentioned, I was watching some interviews with him. By the way, he is like the most humble person you could ever witness and listen to. He's just so himself, so genuine, so humble, and very, very honest, very honest. But he was saying that, it's really hard for him to call it quits on a song and say, okay, this is it. This is our song. He said, because there's always something you can add to it, always something you can fix. He said, what's the goal? The goal is a perfect song, right? Yep. He says, but it will never happen. And he also said that he can't even listen to himself like on the radio or his own records or a video, because he says all he hears are the mistakes.
Which is crazy.
I could have done this. Oh, I could have done that. Oh, wait, why did I do it this way? So he just doesn't listen to it. Here we are in awe, enamored, thinking this is the most amazing song, close to perfect, if not perfect, and all he hears is mistakes. So it's kind of
ruins it for him.
Yeah.
But not for us.
It's crazy to think of there's two sides to this music making, us as the listener and just having this be music literally to our ears. And for them, just this thought process and this need to, what's the word? Perfection.
To be a perfectionist.
Be a perfectionist.
You'd be in the studio for years.
Yeah, right?
It wouldn't be fun anymore. You know?
So anyways, it was very, very interesting because I guess I never just really think of it that way because I'm always on the listening end. But you have a different kind of aspect. You are a songwriter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, flaws are what gets in your head as a musician. And if you're ever satisfied, it means you're not trying hard enough and just beat your head against the wall. It's a very tormented way to live. But I will say that that song, In My Place, bringing this album together, being the bridge between Parachutes and A Rush of Blood to the Head. But then you start with this song, Politic, with a K. And Chris Martin, I think he said this is his favorite Coldplay song. It's kind of like a foreboding sounding keyboard. It's not like an Everything in Its Right Place by Radiohead foreboding, but there's something foreboding about the opening of Politic. It's very big. It's very keyboard oriented.
It's very hard, kind of like
dun,
really
dun, dun, dun. Yeah,
jamming out. Whereas a lot of their music isn't like that. You know, maybe that's why he liked it so much. He got to do something very different and hard. So
yeah, and there's actually you see Chris and Johnny in an interview, they were talking about after they had written this album, they said at one point they were playing so heavy they felt like they were like Korn or Limp Bizkit because they had everything up to 11, and they realized, you know what, we need to let these songs breathe.
And they didn't like it, they said.
No.
It wasn't them.
It wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
We need these songs to breathe. We need to tone things down, let the ballads just kind of like flow out, and thank God they did, because look what they came up with on this album. In My Place, The Scientist, Clocks, Green Eyes. I mean,
The
come
Scientist, Clocks. Oh my God. Amazing.
Yeah. So tell me, I know that this album is very cherished by you particularly. Why would that
Clocks.
be?
Clocks. Clocks sucks. When my kids were young, this was a song that, like, when we would go on road trips, we'd always play in the car, and the girls were really little when this came out, and it just always moved them whenever they heard it. And they grew up in Greece, so it always reminded them of Greece. And they just told me a funny story that I forgot completely about. When they went back to Greece, when they were moving there for a short time, and their cousin picked them up from the airport, Clocks was playing in the car when they got in. So that was a really kind of like, wow, here we've come full circle, in their minds. So it was kind of like they were meant to be there. But yeah, so Clocks is very special to me and my children. And The Scientist is just an amazing song all the way around. So
Scientist breaks my heart a little bit. It's
tough.
That's a tough one. It's just...
And In My Place. They're both really tough songs in a way.
In My Place has such a yearning.
Yeah.
It really does. If you think about, let's go back to Parachutes just for a moment. If you think about the song Shiver, it's actually supposedly about the Australian singer-songwriter from back in the 90s and early 2000s, Natalie Imbruglia. And supposedly he had a crush on her and maybe got to date her, but then was still pining for her. And it's like, that was that one. But also In My Place also has that yearning as well. And I think both songs are equally beautiful.
Yeah. Great song.
I wanted to just go back to Scientist for a moment. Scientist video. Do you remember that? I mean, everything is backwards in that video. They filmed it and they brought it backwards. Let's go. I want to go back to the start. Or, let's go back to the start. And that's just such a really cool video. And again, a song that kind of breaks my heart. I can't listen to it. It's like putting on the Bread Greatest Hits album. Yeah, we're never going to do a Bread episode in this.
The Science of Bread.
In this show.
Your worst nightmare.
The Science of Bread, my worst nightmare. But, all right, so you go to the concert with me one night. What did you do the very next night?
Oh, my gosh.
What did you do the next night?
So, the next night, I took my girls, and because Coldplay is one of their favorite of all time as well. And so we found out, because when we were there and we left Foxborough Stadium, I saw this balcony section that people were watching Coldplay. And I was like, wait, what? Because I don't remember ever being there before. If I was very, very young.
Yeah.
I've been away for so long. So this was all kind of new to me again. I don't remember. But so I brought them back the next night. We stood on that balcony. We were so excited that we could kind of see them every now and then. And we could totally hear everything they were singing, like it was right there. But there was one angle we were at where we could see that big...
The Jumbotron.
The Jumbotron.
Yeah, it's the whole, Gillette Stadium has, I think, the largest screen of any stadium in the country, I'm pretty sure. And so you get a really good view from outside the stadium. So you remember what
happened at Gillette Stadium?
On night number 2, it became viral last summer. Do you remember? Kind of started out like this. The spotlight's moving through the crowd. It stops. And Chris Martin goes, "Oh, look at these two. They're either having an affair or they're very shy." And next thing you know, the CEO and the chief people officer are just and that became a whole story.
So we were there. We heard it. We saw it. And I was even like, look, he ducked down. That was so funny. And then we went on with our night. It was amazing. Actually, for the song Yellow, I was going to get drinks, and not that kind of drinks, just drinks and food. And so I had left them. And then as I was waiting, I finally got my food after 10, 15 minutes. I heard Yellow. I ran all the way back so that I could share that moment with them. And I probably got the last 30 seconds of Yellow with my girls. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. So the first night with John, right there, up front center. The second night with my kids, further away, but could still hear it. And we got to witness that moment. We woke up the next morning. Talk about going viral. We woke up the next morning. Even my son, 3,000 miles away, was like, "Oh my God, did you hear what happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was there. I was there." It was all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, she just recently did an Oprah. We don't even have to get into it, but it's all come up again.
Yeah.
And it's just like beating a dead horse. But anyways.
So let's do a sauce. One. Wow, very good. All right. So we're doing our next sauce. This is what I would consider the medium sauce. That was a very, very mild sauce. That's a great marinade, actually. And this is called Matux. And I asked her, I said, "Lisa, is this Greek?" She goes, "No, that's not Greek, probably Middle Eastern." But it's confusing because I feel like the label is in Spanish, but then this label here in the writing, the font, looks very Middle Eastern. So I say, Matux. My friend Dan, who you saw in the hot cheese balls short, he gave this to me because he's like, "It's not gluten-free. I have to be gluten-free, so you can have this." And I was like, wow, that's a nice gift. So I like it.
Let's try it.
It's like a salsa. It's not like a sauce.
Is it this one or that one?
It's this one here. We're breaking the rules a bit tonight.
Okay. Napkin, please.
Yep. And wait, you have napkins. What'd you do with them?
I wipe.
Oh, there's right here. No, there's more. There's more.
I wipe my fingers and.
But why you're taking my nasty napkin? All right. So this is Matux. I would say this is a medium. The first one we can call a 1, right? Pretty.
Yeah, that was definitely a 1. That was barely a hot sauce.
Nice and orange.
Oh, yeah, spicier.
It's so good, though.
Really good.
Matooks.
That's spicy. That's like a...
Oh, it's got so much flavor, though.
Why?
It's a very like it's like a bright tone. It's a very bright sauce. There's it's definitely like that habanero. You can definitely get a lot of habanero in this.
I didn't think that one would be so spicy. It's such a big bottle.
Yeah, habanero, a bit citrusy maybe. You know?
I don't taste much citrus. It's good though. It's just spicier than I thought. Honestly, because it is such a big bottle, I wasn't expecting it to be packed with power.
That ain't no small batch, baby. It ain't no small bitch either.
The first one hit me, but I'm getting used to it now. Kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's got bright tones
Again,
to it.
sorry for munching in your mouth, in your ear.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
I know.
We finally get good microphones, but
I know.
it's a blessing and a curse. It picks up everything.
Now you hear everything. Okay.
Everything. All right. So I did want to mention this first sauce here. It's small batch made on Cape Cod,
Still have
which
to lick my
we
fingers,
love
sorry.
Cape Cod. We love Cape Cod. We love Cape Cod. It's like less than an hour south of us is the beginning of Cape Cod. Absolutely beautiful down there. I mean, I'm from this area, and that is still one of my favorite places in the world. I don't need to travel the world to know that Cape Cod is very near and dear to me. Oh, all right. So I'm still not back to ice. I'm drinking. It's replica polar. Okay. All right. So
All right. Next.
this is a. Why won't you recognize my polar?
Okay. They're not sponsoring you. What do you care?
Damn it.
Don't give it away for free.
I'm still gonna drink
Don't buy the cow. What is it? Why should they buy?
it.
Why should they buy the cow if you get
Got the milk at home or something? Why should you buy the milk if you own the
No.
cow?
Why buy the cow?
Why
if you
buy
can
the
get the
cow
milk
when you
for
get
free?
the milk for free?
Why buy the? I don't know. Whatever. All right. Moving on.
Buy a man a fish and he'll eat it for life. Teach a man to fish and he'll fish.
You have hot sauce in your
I do. What will I do? Well, but they didn't see that. Only you saw that. It would have driven you crazy, right? As it is, she might be hosting the next episode by herself because I get a little stain on this thing and I'm dead.
Yeah.
If the Tide stick doesn't get it out, I'm dead meat. All
Tide
right.
stick, by the way, works miracles. Women, you should all carry a Tide stick.
Men, you can also carry a Tide stick.
And they didn't pay me to say that.
Wearing white jeans for this
Yeah,
episode.
that's true. You
Damn
should've- You could have dripped it on your jeans instead of my ottoman.
Oh, crap. No, I guess I didn't. Anyway, so we are actually pretty much, we've talked so much about these albums, but I got to say, so with this particular album, Warning Sign goes into a whisper, goes into a rush of blood to the head, the title track, which actually has a similar vibe to the opener, Politic, and then Amsterdam. I mean, this album ends so strong. They both do.
Like this hot sauce.
Yep. And so, like, yeah, where were we? Oh, you like the colors? These are wonderful. That was all
Yeah.
over that's the colors we had on our faces. You'll see it in the video later on.
I don't know if you could tell I have a heart on my cheek. It looks
Of
like
course
a
they
heart,
can.
right?
It's a heart. It's all
And I have hot
defined.
earrings.
And I forgot to put on my makeup.
Oh, and you know what?
That sounded awful. You know what I meant? I forgot to. I was gonna do like the war paint.
The pink and blue war paint.
As it is, I'm already wearing a
Being in
pink
the
shirt.
trenches of the Coldplay.
I'll do
floor.
anything for Coldplay, right?
What was I going to say about something about the concert and they gave us these, you know how sometimes at Christmas time you get these glasses that when you look at Christmas lights or lights, it turns into
kaleidoscope glasses.
They gave us these really cool glasses that everything you looked at was
Spinning flames.
no, you don't remember.
Oh, everything was stars and hearts, yeah.
But
Stars go out and hearts they play.
sky full of stars. Sky full of stars. Anyways, we're going to put some shorts and we're going to have you enjoy some of those moments of our concert. It was great.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Oh, let us know in the comments if you've seen Coldplay live and what you thought of them.
Yes.
That would be great. And what tour was it? What tour was it? I'm sure there's some of you out there who saw them on the early days, first or second tour, with these two albums.
You know, it was really cool. Sorry to interrupt, but with this tour, and actually my kids were in Athens, Greece when it happened, but they had the concert that we saw.
I know where you're going with this.
But then I think it was the very next day, they shot the video. Gosh, what's the name of the video? It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, they shot it at the Parthenon. And the Greeks could go for free. They just had to stand in line. My girls would have been there had they known, but I didn't know until it was already over. But if you watch the video, the first 60 seconds or more is a woman doing sign language. But then it shows Chris Martin at the ancient theater, and then it shows the Parthenon, and it's just beautiful. So it's a great video to watch.
Absolutely. It's when she explained that to me before we went to go see Coldplay, I mean, that just sounds like such an incredible experience to have that view of the Parthenon and the fireworks and everything.
That's where Yanni played, not my son.
Oh, yeah, Yanni.
Live at the Acropolis.
My mother loved him because of that big bushy black mustache. My mom loves men with bushy black mustaches and
long hair.
Manes of hair. And I don't know, how did I come out of that? But one thing I want to say that has nothing to do with these albums. So y'all know the song Viva La Vida. It's funny because you might not. You'd be like, who's... Yeah. If I would rule the world, Well, anyway, I was saying to Lisa, that song to me it could have easily been a U2 song. If you think about how, it's like anthemic pop, like stadium rock, like pop rock for a stadium, it's got that same vibe as Where the Streets Have No Name, but especially A Beautiful Day. I just find that, I don't know if you agree.
I do.
I find that song to be such a U2 sounding song.
I never thought of it until you mentioned that. And I was like, wow, you're right.
Would you say that Coldplay kind of followed a similar trajectory to U2? 15 years later, 20 years later than U2.
I don't know.
Let's do some wings. All right.
I'm really thinking about this one. I don't know. Yes and no. Well, I can tell you that I hope one day Coldplay plays at the Sphere like U2 did. I would still be there. I'd have to move to Vegas.
I'm going to be hosting a lot of episodes by myself. We'll be back. No. So this little bottle of Melinda's Scorpion, it's one of Melinda's hottest sauces. But I don't know, it's this, and they have a ghost pepper one that I love that I put on a lot of weight. I put it in my, when I make my chicken dip. It's almost always part of my chicken dip. By the way, Melinda's is really good for pizza because it's creamy. You can just put it on pizza. You know that stuff that you find on sushi rolls? If you get the little dressing on it?
Yes, that little fancy drizzle.
This fancy drizzle. Melinda's could be your fancy drizzle. All right, so we're going to do this one next. Let's see if this is really hot or not.
Oh boy. So neither of us know. We're taking a risk.
Yep. Give it a little...
I have my cottage cheese and wheat thins by my side. Instead of an apple like last time. How is it? It's not hot.
Not that bad.
It's really not hot, actually, at all.
Take a big bite, though.
Oh, wait. Every time I say that, it hits me 10 seconds later.
You just dropped some chicken juice on your ball.
This ball.
Mm-hmm. Is it as hot as Fiery Fool?
No. Last episode, what was it?
Last episode was Prince, Purple Rain. Hope you liked it.
That Fiery Fool, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Fiery Fool's no joke. So, all right, we called this a 1. Where would you rate this? Matooks.
6.
All right. Yeah, I'd get... Really? For you, just a 6? You're getting really good at this.
Sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I had a bone. So ladylike.
Oh, Chris Martin, she's for the taking. I'm kidding. Do not. You could easily steal her because you're Chris freaking Martin. You're perfect. I hate it. You and Keanu Reeves are perfect, but no. All right, so where would you rank that last one you had? If you rank Matuk's a 6, where was that one? The Melinda's Scorpion.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of having a kick after the fact.
So like well, you ranked Fiery Fool a 9.
Oh, this is definitely, yeah, like it's hitting me after. So I would say maybe a 6.
So you would rank this and this one the same?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Actually, maybe that's a 7. The last one.
All right, so
It kind of like keeps burning.
So 1, 6, 7.
We're not saying it.
I'm not saying shit. All right, so thank you for joining us here on Spinning Flames with the Coldplay albums, A Rush of Blood to the Head, incredible record from front to back, and of course, Parachutes, another incredible record front to back. We really have great memories around Coldplay. We want to hear your memories around Coldplay.
Let us know.
Absolutely. And Chris, if you're watching, you're welcome on the show anytime.
Yeah. He could sit like, he would fit. He would fit right here. Push over.
Yeah, he'd get in the middle, he'd go, oh, look at these two. That's what he would say. So,
Chris, you're welcome to come on the show and say exactly that.
Yeah, and actually,
nothing else.
You could sit where I'm sitting.
Look
I'm
at these
sitting
two.
here. I'm sitting here. Okay, so yeah.
Just look at these two. Just like that.
All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye. We got a really special one for you next episode. We're not going to tell you, but we're going to, let's just say, we're going to go wild.
Yeah, baby.
I was about to do the outro. You went, yeah, baby.
Okay.
I'm John.
And I'm Lisa.
And together we are Spinning Flames.